Hey, Marieanne here, the Crochety Clogger. Thanks for joining me today. Really quick, I wanted to let you know about some updates to my Etsy shop for the Halloween season. Sorry for the late notice, but this Friday is October the 13th, Friday the 13th in October. And when my husband alerted me to that fact, I said, whoa, I need to have a sale. So, I'm going to have a sale, and it's going to run from Friday the 13th, this coming up Friday the 13th of October, through Monday the 16th of October of 2023. And talking about my Etsy shop, in my Etsy shop, you will find a variety of stitch markers and abacus style row counters that can be used for whatever you want to use them for. You know, if you counting laps around the track or your water intake every day, you can use them as affirmation beads, prayer beads, just about anything that you need to add up. It is the most ancient form of calculators. Wouldn't that be what an abacus is? Okay, it's basically what they are. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the row counters I got for the month of October, okay? And did I tell you that sale is for 20% off? I was going to do it just for the Halloween-y type items, but actually, I'm just going to do it site-wide. All right, so anything in the shop at all, 20% off from Friday the 13th of October through 16th, Monday. Okay, so what would you like to see first? Oh, well, let's just forget Halloween for a minute. It is also the month of October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which I'm sure you all know. So, I wanted to show you too the cute little row counter, a 10 bead row counter. There's pink wooden beads, 5 of them, and 5 of these pretty Picasso hand painted glass beads. And they just real quick, they slide up and down. If you don't know how these work, they slide up and down, and they stay put when you slide them. You know, so if I'm gonna put the link to another video, I'll try to remember, in the description box, as well as the end of this video, that can show you more how you can use these exactly. But anyway, these are in the shop. I think they're $14, these row counters. And just wanted to say that with the purchase of one of these row counters in my shop, you will receive a free pair of stitch markers. 2 of these will look just like that. There's the other one with silver. These are the circular lever back stitch markers. Okay, so with the purchase of a breast cancer awareness row counter, you'll get a free pair of stitch markers. Let's put these over here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, on to the Halloween stuff. I didn't bring any of my other inventory in here. All I have left is the Halloween things to show you. They are all 14 except for the last one that I'll show you. But let me start with this one. This one's a 10 bead as well. And they all come on the appropriate color lobster clasp hook thing. I find the best way to use it is to hook it on something. I use mine from my lamp. And then I've got a little hook that I adhere to the back of my bedpost when and I use it there. I just pull it. But anyway, yeah. So this one has a little skeletal hand there and some coordinating seed beads along with a little jumpy feller. That's the multiples tracker, and orange, and then these black shiny beads too. Yeah, that one's 14. Let's do it over here. That way I won't be confused. I like the skeleton hand. I will show you my other skeleton hand that I have. It is sort of a brassy color. This one has very deep purple wooden beads with the same glass. And the multiples tracker is one of these same beads that the glass beads there. It's got a few little tassels on it. Right, and I just put a sequin, accentuated this bead on the multiples trackers with sequins. Anyway, there's that one. I think this one's 14 too. And we also have Jingle Jack. And I know if you go over to Granny D's live, Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D, you may have seen her show these. Our Jack Skellington, which is actually Jingle Bells as well. Now, these little discs, they work just as good as the other beads I use. I like these. I have a few more discs that I may paint appropriately with whatever other row counters. This is actually $14. This one's pretty easy to make. There's no extra added floof on it. Hardest thing about it is getting the beads painted or dyed. And the cool thing about these row counters while I'm at it, as the beads slide and everything, the cool thing about them is when you shake them, the beads aren't going to go anywhere. So when you get back to your project, like in this case, the way I work my row counter, I would know that I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm getting ready to finish row 8. Does that make sense? That's the way I use them. I'll pull them all down till I get to row 10. And then I pull them all back up again and go to the next 10 rows. So there's Jack Skellington. And, okay, one last one. I guess this is okay to do. I couldn't help it. When I designed this last row counter, there was someone that stayed in my mind the whole time. And here's what's really weird. I remember thinking that, gosh, I haven't heard from her and I haven't seen her anywhere in the YouTube streets. And occasionally she'd just give me a ring-a-ding, and we talked for a little while. But I had not heard from her in quite some time, and I thought about her. And that's Sylvia Olivo, you guys. And then I learned that she passed in September, in mid-September. Well, a really long time ago. That to me is 50 years ago. But anyway, several months ago, actually a couple of years ago. Oh, when you get old, time is so irrelative, isn't it? Anywho, I've been making row counters for a couple of years, and I tried to sell them. I just didn't push it. I tried to sell them at that time too, but I just didn't push it. Just did it over the channel here. I didn't have an Etsy shop. But Sylvia approached me and was very interested. And it occurred to me when she explained that she was blind, it occurred to me, oh my God, this is the best thing for her, right? I mean, the coolest way for her to really. And so she, over the last 2-3 years, bought a few from me, and again, this was before I ever had the Etsy shop. Now, here's what I did, and at that time, and at any time I'll take a custom order, but at that time that's kind of all I was doing, is just wasn't really pushing a lot of row counters, but people would ask if I could make them something like this or that or the other. But anyway, Sylvia wanted a row counter with a spider. She said, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I love spiders. And she told me the story of her, and this is how I remember it, might not be completely factual, but she told me the story of one of her doctors, I think, who gave her the nickname Spider. And he called her that, she said, because he saw her crocheting, and I think without sight, he was really impressed with that, and and gave her the nickname Spider, that she would work her web, you know, of crochet. And I thought that was the coolest thing. So I bought spider charms, and there were, I think it was maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 in a pack that I bought. So you know how it is when you put things away, some boxes or little bags, whatever, you don't always go through frequently. Well, and I usually put, I usually put my charms that are seasonal kind of together in one place. I do have that much organization going on, but these I did not. These spiders I did not. These spider charms. I used 1 or 2 for Sylvia, and the rest I forgot about until I ran across them and thought of Sylvia. Okay, all that jibbity jabbity just to tell you that. But anyway, this row counter is called Olivo's Web. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right or not. But, and it's $15 because a little bit more work went into this one. And also, it'll be available in 2 different colors. I only have 3 spiders left, I think. But anywho, y'all together. But I like it. So these are, it's a very deep colored purple wooden bead, and that same shiny black glass bead. And there's 10. Your multiples tracker is just a little thingy. But, so yeah, this one took a little bit more because I have 2 different, well, I'll kind of show you. It's got these little tassels in the front, but I'm also going to have this available in orange. And these beads really turn, okay, now this one's not complete yet, but you can see how this works. That's where the orange is going to be, obviously. And I haven't put the spider on it yet. So you can see there's a longer, more connections in here. So that's why this one's 15 as opposed to 14. But anyway, yeah, that one will be, so Sylvia's Web or Olivo's Web or whatever. I thought of Sylvia this whole time when I was making this. And I'll tell you another kind of weird thing. I had to dye these beads, right? In order to get this made. And I was thinking to myself, I was shaking the can of protectant, the sealant that I spray on them when they're done dyeing and drying, and then I set them up and do a spray clear coat. And I had a can of clear coat that I've already gone through. It was glossy, and I thought, I kind of like that. This one is a matte, and it's almost out. And I thought, I was asking myself, with the next can I buy, should I buy the glossy or the matte? Because like I said, I am about out of the matte. But Sylvia answered my question because it came in my head immediately, folks. She answered my question. She said matte because, and I felt the beads, I can feel a big old difference between this glossy feeling glass one and this matte feeling wood one. More than I would if I used the glossy finish on the wood. So anyway, yeah, thanks Sylvia. And you do feel a textural difference. And if you have a site, you know what I'm getting at. So, okay. Oh, yeah. She used to get irritated with me. I'd be like, well, what color beads you want? She's like, Marieanne, I don't care. I can't see color anyway. Okay. And again, the Spider Road Counter Olivo's Web will be available in orange or purple. I better be careful with this. I don't want to lose it. Is that everything I wanted to tell you? I think so. Okay. I guess that's it. I got to do some other videos. I'll see you later. Alligator. Love y'all. Bye.